All right, guys, you guys ready? Let's get into it. Project Looking Glass. I'm going to give you the what, the who, the where, the when, the why, my personal thoughts on it. And I'm going to tell you right now that of all of the things that I've looked into, I've been on this Project Looking Glass for a while, years actually, but the time never came up. It was on the program to talk about sooner. I mean, later down the road, but like I said, time's speeding up. And I can tell you right now, this is 100% what I'm about to tell you is true. It's 100% true. Again, if you're new to my channel, I was 9 years naval intelligence. I was a spook. I know what full-blown military psyops are like. Well, I went to Pensacola, Florida for cryptology school. First thing they taught us in cryptology school was that the National Enquirer was a counterintelligence operation. And if you don't know what the National Enquirer is, it's usually a magazine that people used to laugh at. It's right near the cash registers at most grocery stores when I was growing up. And every time something would happen, they would go in there and make a parody about it. Like, woman sees little green man on her porch, shoots it with a shotgun. People would laugh. It was actually true. Someone saw something, they would make something to make it seem to be ridiculed. And then as early as this week, Tim Burchett, good guy from Congress out of Tennessee, is saying that 5 to 6 alien races are living off the coast of America in the oceans. And Trump has a speech that he's about to prepare if he ever gets out of the situation he's in right now. But all this ties into something, Project Looking Glass. Project Looking Glass is, let me tell you what it is, all right? For YouTube purposes and, to keep this video up, I have to use the term alleged, all right? And everything I talk about here is freaking for entertainment purposes only. But I believe it is true, and you do too. People who watch my show have excellent pattern recognition, right? Excellent, right? Like I said, I feel like I'm not really putting my product out there, and people are coming towards it. I feel like I'm putting my product out there, my show out there. I'm just finding my tribe. Like attracts like. So you guys, this is going to resonate with a lot of you. Project Looking Glass was an alleged classified program that supposedly used advanced technology to view possible future timelines, right? The narrative of this being is that, let's think of a supercomputer that you could type into, or if they weren't typing into it, they were verbally giving it commands, scenario, and I'm going to get into that, how they were doing it. And it would basically do war game scenarios, right? But on a global scale, and tell them possible outcomes. And it's important. It wasn't telling them possible outcomes. It was showing them possible outcomes, like a hologram, right? If you look at the thumbnail of this video, I worked with AI a pretty good while to show you what it looked like. Now, the purpose was, I don't like the term elites, but the global satanic or the evil people is what I got to think of a more clever word for these guys. You can't really describe it. They were using this computer to run a scenario on, if they did X, Y, and Z, what would the outcome be down the future? What's going on, David? Checking in Rumble over here. What's going on, David? Welcome to Rumble again over there. Everybody kicking it over here on YouTube as well. They were viewing future possibilities. They were observing timeline branches, right? Across the thing where they put a scenario in and it would put all these, they called them markers, but it was basically, that would make it branch off into different sides, right? Also, they use it for detecting convergences, right? So think of it this way. If we jump out of an airplane at 30,000 feet, right? You can go left, you can go right, you can do backflips, you can go, headstands or whatever, but eventually you're going to hit the ground, right? So they were seeing what if you and I would converge hitting each other in the air, right? It's the best way to do it, right? Predicting geopolitical events, monitoring human trajectory, right? And in some versions, they will tell you that this was a machine, a quantum device, reverse engineered alien tech, conscience interference system, or a timeline projection tool, right? Now, the answer is all the above. It is all the above, right? Or was. And it was actually, they say that, I'm going to give you the when this started. Reports will tell you that this started retroactively around 1947. It's not true. It went live in 1950. They found it pre-1950, around 1947. I don't have confirmation on which way they did it, but I'll tell you right now, it was either one of the two things based on the research I looked into the study. One, it came over with Operation Paperclip, period, right? 100%. Came over when we were splitting up scientists. I don't lean that way, actually. I lean towards it was actually found in Egypt under the Great Pyramid, right?
Subscribe now and turn on notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.